Today I wanted to talk to you a bit about Halasana or plow pose, and this will lead up to shoulder stand, which I believe is Salamba Sarvangasana. Plow pose and shoulder stand are often done together. Plow allows you to get a full, I believe it's extension of the spine, but it's a rounding forward and fetal position. Plow pose is good for the spine itself to create space between the vertebrae long term. If you have spine problems, I usually tell people to take it easy in forward bends until their body adjusts to their practice, and to focus a little more on back bends. Back bends are generally more healing for the spine. Shoulder stand was not my favorite. It took a while to get the pose comfortable, and the big help was the prop, which is in this case just some mats that are folded together. You can see it's 2-3 inches thick. You can also use folded blankets, possibly pillows, depending on how firm they are. But plow pose allows your bottom to come above your head. I'll continue talking and demonstrate the pose. But on this pad that we have, this foundation cushion that we've created, what I do is lie down and I have my shoulders near this edge. You can use your hands to feel your way around. You don't want your shoulders to fall back on the floor. And slowly you work your shoulders back and down. You can see how I can have it here. I can tuck it back and down. This is more the position you want. And then slowly with my legs I can kick up and over. I've got some practice at this so I can balance. My head is typically up. I will refrain from looking back at the camera. It's not a good idea to twist the spine very much. So slowly the feet come back to the floor. The reason for the padding is that it takes the pressure off the forward bend in my neck, in my cervical spine, which for me is a particular issue, having had a whiplash. So my eye gaze over time is slowly back towards my belly button. You can squeeze your belly in, and as you can see, my heels start to go back behind me. So it looks like a plow, like I'd be holding myself plowing with my feet. Slowly you're working on that extension of the spine. If it's ever too much, you just walk yourself out slowly. But this pose is typically a preparation for shoulder stand. This also takes the heart and puts it above the thyroid, parathyroid, pituitary glands. It helps flush blood into that area. It's a very deep forward bend. And depending on the pressure that I want on my spine going into a forward bend, so long as it's comfortable, you can play by squeezing the belly in, lifting the bottom, pushing back through the heels. Long term, you want a deep rounding of the spine. You can use the hands to support the low back. You can always tuck the chin to get more forward bend through the neck. You can press the back of the head down and into the floor to get a little bit more extension. That's a retraction where you're pressing the back of the head in. You can walk the feet back. Long term, you're going to feel a line that runs down the legs, back through the heels like a forward bend, in addition to this deep rounding forward through the spine. You always want to feel comfortable and you don't want to twist. If the shoulders are too close to the ears, you can very gently rock and roll the shoulders down and away, so you're getting more extension through the neck. Squeeze the belly in. You can lift the bottom. You can breathe. The weight is going back into the balls of the feet, but my heels are lengthening away, and I can feel a long line down the backs of my legs, from my hamstrings, my calves, through my Achilles tendon, and out through the 5 toes. Another thing you can do is extending the arms either with the left thumb on top or the right thumb on top. It helps open a little bit more through the shoulder blades. So long as you're not hyperextending through the elbows, you can increase that extension, pulling the hands down and away. It's no problem to be up here as well. So, you breathe through the nose, big in breath, and exhale. Squeezing the belly in, lengthening through the pose till it feels comfortable. Slowly on the way out, you can use your hands to allow yourself to roll, and you can relax for a moment with a gentle back bend on the spine from that forward bend. The forward, I want to say, or call it extension that you do, that rolling forward, allows you to get some length on the spine so that you can comfortably go into shoulder stand, which we'll show soon, or on the next video on robertgardnerwellness.com.